Hey, what's up? It's me, Michael Riscica from YoungArchitect.com. Really important thing to talk about today, and I want to do it super quick, is this programming and analysis test. I've been seeing this more and more and more in the AIA Facebook group. As someone says, oh, I'm taking my first architect exam, and it's going to be programming and analysis. All right, everyone, tell me, how do I study for programming analysis? And I come along and I say, please don't take PA as your first exam. There's a lot of good reasons why, and I want to explain why. But first off, why are people taking PA as their very first architect exam? And let me tell you what I think. Let me tell you the reason why I think. Is someone who doesn't live in this architect exam world like many of us, who has no idea, they're brand new, they're a newbie, and they're just getting started, and someone says, they never actually Google, what exam should I take first? They don't Google it. They never really do any research. And someone says, just take the exam you're most comfortable with. And they look at the NCARB 5.0 handbook and they see PCM. Oh my God, it looks like a lot of financial calculations. I'm not interested in that. PJM looks like a lot of contracts. Oh my God, I can't read contracts. I'm not into it. PA, it's a lot of, code, sustainability, site analysis, programming. Okay, I'm kind of familiar with that. Then PPD is, structures, mechanical, materials, methods, and assemblies during the schematic design phase of the project. I don't know, that's a lot. Then it's all those same topics. PDD is all those same topics during the construction documents phase of the project. So I don't know about those either. And then they look at CE, and CE is a lot of construction contracts. And so after we look at all that, and people say, oh my God, this is really overwhelming, programming and analysis sounds the best to me. I've been working in a firm, I might be LEED accredited, and I know a little bit about this building code. So I'll do programming and analysis first. And let me tell you what, that is the worst. That is the worst strategy ever. And here's the reason why. It's because programming and analysis is unlike every other architect exam. It is really two architect exams disguised as one architect exam. Back in AIA 4.0, it was what was called our programming, planning, and practice, and it was our site planning exam, and they essentially combined those two tests to make up programming and analysis. And so people start with that, and that's a hard freaking test, man. It is brutal. It's a brutal test. It's a very wordy test as well. Without ever disclosing any exam content, I talk to a lot of people who say, hey, I just took the programming and analysis test, and that was such a wordy, long-winded test, I couldn't even read through every single question and have enough time to even choose an answer. It's a tough test. There's a woman in my boot camp who's freaking brilliant, and she, went above and beyond to pass her architect exams 5 times. 5 freaking times she took programming and analysis. It is a hard test. And so let me tell you how you're getting started. If you're just getting started with the architect exam, take PA off the plate. We got to get the pro practice exams done first. And this is why. Is because on every single architect exam, programming and analysis included, the test is going to test your ability, your knowledge of the roles, the relationships, and responsibilities between the architect, the contractor, and the owner. And if you don't know that stuff inside and out, and you don't understand how the contract and the pro practice stuff works, you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time studying structures and mechanical and all the minutiae and the details of materials and site analysis and architectural program. If you don't understand the basics between owner, architect, and contractor, you're wasting your time. So here's what we do. The pro practice exams, get those done first. Practice management, which is about the business of architecture. Project management, which is about managing projects. Construction evaluation, construction contract administration. Get these 3 tests done first. Get those done first. When you've passed all 3 of those exams, then we study for PA. It's your 4th test. I don't even care what order you do the pro practice in. Then we do PA. When you study for PA, I say all the work you did to pass those pro practice exams, double it and triple it. This is a monster test. There's a lot of nitty-gritty minutia details to it. Give it a valiant effort, study your ass off, and if you pass it, great. If you don't pass it, because you work so hard studying for PA, it's a perfect warm-up for PPD, PDD. Move into the PPD, PDD world. Structures, mechanical building systems, materials, methods, and assemblies, codes, accessibility. Tying together all these pieces during schematic design is the PPD exam, and then all of those same topics during construction docs is the PDD exam. Get PPD and PDD done. if you didn't pass PA, after you've passed PPD and PDD, all that work you did for PPD, PDD is going to help you when it's time to loop back and do PA. So that's how it's done, son. That's my information. That's my advice about the order of taking the architect exams. Enough with this. I'm taking PA as my first exam. There's a lot easier ways to get there. So, all right, team. I love you. Have a good day. Take care.